is going to date loyalist. Kingdom, my name's Dwayne.
My name's Jasmine.
We're Dwayne and Jazz here with you. Shane and friends. Shane. Oh wait, Shane and friends. I'm sorry, that's the first thing I'm seeing. Today we have for you Shane Night Terrors.
We were looking at the.
I'm looking at the thing
at the beginning.
Yeah.
And it shows like his podcast, Shane and Friends. He says, "Today we have Shane and Friends."
I'm like, wait, no,
like, no, we don't.
Oh yeah. Let's dive on it. I'm sorry.
You get the grossest picture. Okay, he said you like getting. Okay, yes. Dick, please.
I got news from the guy.
No!
No!
Please!
Ooh, delicious. It's just like a little touch.
Oh, he looks disappointed.
Hey, what's up, you guys? Yes, welcome back to another creepy video. Now, in today's video, we're going to be talking about something very, very intense and scary and very real. We're going to be talking
night terrors.
About night terrors.
I'm
Night
glad I
terrors
never
are a
had
sleep
that.
disorder causing a feeling of terror or dread. And they typically occur in the first
It's worse
hours
than a
of
nightmare.
stage 3 to 4 sleep. Now, when a person gets a night terror, they suddenly wake up in the middle of the night and they're screaming.
Have I done that
They're
before?
usually sweating,
No.
they're confused,
Talking
their heart rate is going crazy, and they can be thrashing around their limbs and punching and swinging at nothing. But while this is happening, they're still asleep, and then the next day they have no memory of it. Now, most times their eyes are open, so it seems like they're awake, but they're not.
That's
And if
creepy
you
as
try to
hell.
wake them up
Creepy.
while they're having a night terror,
I'm next to you, just.
incredibly dangerous.
No,
Night terrors are extremely
I'll be like-
scary. I mean, they've made countless
Smack it.
movies about them. They even have a
You're like,
video
why are you smacking
that
me?
shows you what it's like to be in a night terror.
Oh no.
Now, one of the common
I hate stuff coming
is
towards
that
the
night terrors and
camera.
nightmares are the same thing. They are incredibly different. Now, a nightmare happens when you're deep in sleep, like you're in the REM cycle of sleep. And yes, you can wake up screaming, but you usually remember the whole dream or
Yes,
just a part
or
of it.
parts
And when
of
you
it.
wake up, you're fully awake. Now, a night terror is literally the exact opposite of that. You don't remember your dream, you are not fully awake when you wake up, and you can have a full-on panic attack while you're having a night terror.
Wow.
Night terrors usually occur very often with kids.
Kids are such efficient sleepers, they get stuck in sleep. Their body wakes up and their mind is still fast asleep.
Now, if you're the parent of a kid who has night terrors, it can get really scary.
At that point, she will acknowledge that I'm there and start yelling at me something to the effect of, "Leave me alone, go away." She'll charge at me sometimes. She's swung at me. She has spit at me. She's doing this all while very cognizant of her surroundings and aware that you're there. Seems as though she's awake.
I mean,
But
not
she's
only is
not.
it dangerous,
I'm
because
paused. I'm sorry. Oh, well, I thought of in my head. I know this is kind of messed up. Like it was our kid, and I see him doing that, and I go in the room. I'm like, "How you doing today?" And he's just like, "Leave me alone." I'm like, "Oh, okay, son. All right." And I just close the door.
He's getting possessed or
Just like just like let him
my
be.
God.
Just let. I know that's messed up. That's
See, he'll do that, but I'll be like, "Are you okay?" I'm the one that's gonna like check up on him. You're gonna be like, "Leave him alone." No.
I'm like, how's Connor doing? I'm like, "Oh yeah, he's okay. He's fine."
Okay.
Like,
And I'm hearing him screaming, "Are you sure?" He's good.
Yeah.
He's good. Like, no, he's not.
I'm sorry. That's not on
Messed up.
That's all.
could like swing and hit you, but it's also just really, really intense seeing your child screaming and freaking out in terror and you can't do anything. Now, there is a few ways to help kids who are having night terrors. Now, usually they occur around the same time every night, usually 1 to 2 hours after the kid goes to sleep. So if you're the parent or
Closing that door.
go into the kid's room and wake them up. Now, if you wake them up and then they go back to sleep, it probably won't happen.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I'm
Now,
closing the door. Like I see that.
Grow out of this. Sometimes
Okay.
and sometimes adults who never had them as kids can start getting them later in life. Now, when you're an adult, they can get even more intense.
In this home video, a Japanese man makes the ritual moves of a samurai warrior, stabbing his imaginary opponent, then finishing him off with a flourish. All this time, the man is sound asleep.
Now, another problem that comes with being an adult is what if you have a spouse? What if you're having a night terror right next to them while you're sleeping? What
I
if
would
you
hate
start
that if you
getting
had
violent,
night
you start
terrors.
flailing and you start moving around your limbs. It can get really scary.
Like, you can get hit.
Acts out his dreams. One patient like him tied himself to the bedpost each night to prevent himself from attacking his wife.
Now, the
Oh,
reason
Jesus.
why people have night terrors is still kind of unknown. I mean, scientists know exactly why nightmares. They can be triggered by stress, or medication, or spicy food. And if you avoid some of those things, then you probably won't have a nightmare. But they have done countless amounts of sleep study on people who have night terrors, and they've tried everything they can to see exactly why they have it.
And they don't know why.
They come up with a few reasons. Usually it involves people who have anxiety disorders or PTSD. Now, of course, there is ways to control them, therapy, medication, but it is still very, very scary when it happens.
I hope I never have that.
I hope you don't have it either,
man.
Somebody having a night terror, but it's not that different in real life. In some cases, it's worse, and a lot of people like to film it. They'll set up a camera while they're sleeping
to show them what happens because they don't remember.
Just check out this clip that this woman filmed of herself. And this one isn't her like screaming or throwing her body around.
Okay.
It's just her waking up and just.
I would like to see that one though.
Yeah.
Oh, why she look evil as hell?
Oh no.
That fucking face. That was like a scary movie. Oh,
yeah.
Yes, like that's like Paranormal Activity.
Forever. Now sometimes people who are having night terrors can also sleepwalk. And this guy filmed.
You don't wake up a sleepwalker. I know that.
Oh god.
Why? Why don't you?
They start hitting and everything and going crazy.
Good to know. So what you do, just let him do
setting up
thing?
the camera to see if Randy's sleepwalking, because I think he is. He says it's not, so I'm just going to leave the camera running to find out. So we'll see.
Yes. Oh no. Get out my house doing it.
I know, just seeing him like walk out the door.
Like a zombie.
Like what if I was that guy and my roommate showed me a video of me just like sleepwalking and leaving the house.
Right.
He would have to like strap me to my bed at night. Now this one guy put up a recording of his girlfriend having a night terror, and it is so intense. So I'm just warning you, if you are triggered by this very intense screaming,
get ready.
Yeah.
Together, let's go.
Hello everybody, this is Kanto here. I just wanted to make this video really for purposes of education. This is what I've noticed from living.
Why they room look like something from the 19?
It looks very old and scary already.
Imagine the neighbors.
Oh my lord!
Scary that the neighbors haven't like questioned it yet.
That would have been like,
Hi,
are you okay?
Yeah. Now that we've shown some clips of night terrors and talked about what they are, I thought it might be interesting to interview somebody who has had a very intense history with them. Now you guys might remember a few weeks ago.
This is why I love his videos, because I be watching this stuff on my own.
Yeah.
Like the doctor is
She
like
told us the
side
story
of it.
of what happened when the doctor was doing surgery on her while she was actually awake. Now that experience was so traumatic that it actually gave her PTSD, and she had to start going to therapy. And the PTSD is kind of what triggered her having night terrors. Some of the experiences that she's had are...
If it ain't one thing, it's
Okay,
another.
Kat, you are back. Thank you so much for doing this interview. Now, you have had some very intense night terrors. I've seen a lot of your videos. You've done a story time on one of them where you tried to beat up your boyfriend. It was very intense. Yeah.
So you already do that, so I might be in a ditch somewhere, you know.
Right. He's dead. So you were talking about the fact that your night terrors started after your anesthesia awareness experience, right?
Yes.
Well, that's
scary. I did sleepwalk as a child, so I think I probably just have a propensity to have sleep disorders in general. But the night terrors didn't start until the PTSD from the anesthesia awareness, which was a really traumatic experience.
So
I would understand that when you're awake when somebody's cutting into you.
Kind of like walk us through one of your experiences.
The first really intense and painful experience I had with a night terror was I woke up and I was on the floor and I was in a lot of pain and my husband was trying to wake me up. Apparently, and I don't actually remember anything about the night terrors themselves 99% of the time. So I just woke up, my heart was racing, I was terrified. I have never felt so scared in my entire life. And he was just trying to reassure me and get me back into the bed and, check me for injuries. And most of my my accounts of my night terrors are secondhand for him and what he remembers. So he woke up and he said it looked like I was being dragged out of bed by my feet. And
yeah, that's not true.
I know, but I'm still like
from the wall. And he said it looked like I was being dragged out, like clawing my way back into bed. And then I slammed into the wall so hard that I left a dent in the drywall.
What?
And I broke 2 ribs and then fell to the floor and then was trying to claw my way underneath my nightstand, I guess. And he said it took him probably
his face, though,
minutes to wake me up from that night terror. And I was screaming, and the only thing I actually remember from before I woke up was the sounds of my screams. I didn't even know that humans could make those sorts of noises. They were like, it was just like someone was being murdered. And this was when we had just moved to the Bay Area from near Sacramento, and so we were renting a room for my aunt, and she said she woke up and she heard the screams, and she thought I was being murdered, so she locked her door.
Oh my.
So she can, okay.
Yeah.
But also same. Now you had one night terror that you talked about in your story time where you tried to jump out of your window.
Yeah, that was in the same house. We were still renting for my aunt at that point, and my husband woke up, and it was right when I like stood on the bed and leapt to the window, and I smacked my face on the window so hard that I woke up.
I'm glad she has a sense of humor about this. Okay.
I'm like, I thought my husband had done something, and I was like, what the hell? What just happened? He was like, I think you just tried to jump out the window, which is kind of terrifying, but I'm lucky I didn't break anything that time. I jammed a finger, and that was painful, but that one wasn't so bad. It wasn't as bad as like the time I full on.
She has a very good sense of humor for all of
So how do you get rid of them? Have you gotten rid of them? Do you still have to stay up all
take
night?
medication?
I'm trying to cut down on stress. I sleep with a mask because we found that if there's any light in the room, that tends to trigger them. So I guess maybe I'm opening my eyes in my sleep and seeing this and then imagining it's something else. And most of the time, my husband can wake me up before a night terror gets too bad. So a lot of times I would have one where I would just sit up in bed, and most of the time I would think there's an animal in the room, and I'd say like 9 times out of 10 I would sit up and yell, what the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? And he'd be like, it's the laundry basket, go back to sleep. And I'd be really insistent, like, no, that's not it, that's not it. So he'd have to wake me up in order to get me to snap out of it.
Wow.
Oh, it sucks.
Oh my god, well please stay
never want to
safe.
go
Keep all your windows closed. And oh my god, guys, if you want to see the whole story time she did, it was intense about her night terrors. I will put the link down there, check it out. God, what other fucked up shit has happened to you?
Yes, right. It's just been terrible.
Just on you. Oh my god. Alright, well stay safe. Well, there you guys go. Hopefully
I'm just so glad she has a great, I say, a sense of humor because she's explaining this while like laughing. I'm like, it's so serious.
Let's get to the comments.
And that's why he's like asking like, what else bad has happened to you? Because like, you've already had to be awake during surgery. Now you have PTSD because of that, and because of the PTSD, now you have night terrors. So it's just like a domino effect of things.
Yeah, I'm like, Shane, I really think your next conspiracy theory video should be all the theories related to Antarctica. There's some crazy ones. Please like this so he sees.
What theories of Antarctica?
I don't know.
I
want to know. That's what I said. That'll be a good one. I don't know what thereries. Is there a secret base or something over there that we have no idea about?
I don't know. Maybe
who owns Antarctica?
Santa might be hiding.
But who owns Antarctica?
I don't know. I don't think anybody owns it.
It's just like, hey,
it's just a place to go to if you want to go.
What if Shane has night terrors himself, but doesn't know because he lives alone?
That's a good question though. I was a wild sleeper when I was younger though. Because I remember one time I did wake up on the floor and I didn't know how I got on there. And I just assumed that I fell off the bed.
Yeah,
usually I fall off the bed.
I had a moment when I fell off the bed.
Yeah. Because my bed is a twin size bed though, so like it's very easy to turn over and just fall off.
Because you're a small person.
Yeah, and then the bed is small. It's like only about like this wide, so it's like, you know, I can easily fall off it. And like I'll just be like, I'll fall off and then I'll still be asleep when I fall off, and then I just wake up on the floor and I'm just like,
yeah.
Like, how'd I get here?
So guys, comment below. Tell us what you think.
Don't forget to like,
subscribe,
and share.
This is where I got this.